really try to get together an armoury of different techniques to achieve what you ultimately want to do, and achieve those ultimately the best sort of contrasts and the most surprising contrasts, which I think is the most exciting visual challenge, if you like. So they might not be terribly easy to read or to take, but ultimately they are a challenge. They're kind of doing that huge contrast of marks which you get. There is a narrative, or there kind of is a reasoning behind it. I mean, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes I don't actually find it, but so long as I'm happy that the painting's resolved, then it's okay. It doesn't have to have the story behind it. It doesn't have to, and it certainly never starts out thinking, oh right, well I'm going to think of this issue here, and this is how I'm going to interpret it. The other great thing about resin actually is just, how you kind of get these amazing bleeds. It's almost like watercolour. Where you have that watercolour when you have a freshness, when you first apply watercolour paint. When it's still wet, there's a beautiful sort of finish that it has, which resin actually maintains because it keeps that sheen, it keeps that gloss. So you get this, as I say, you get this wonderful bleed, but it actually keeps that same freshness, even when it's dry. Resin starts to congeal after a certain amount of colour's been added. Onto Photoshop and actually figure out what I want to do to it, how much to edit out of it, because it's an easy way of manipulating what needs to happen.